All right, so for topic 3, with Call of Duty coming out last week at this point, we're going to talk about why competitive gaming is so big in comparison to like just playing co-op with your friends or stuff like that. So me and Eli Eli's probably bigger into Call of Duty than I am, which is not by much.
Super
But
fanboy.
you're a super fanboy. I'm just a regular
Super
fanboy.
fanboy.
And Justin, you've been boycotting Call of Duties since Black.
I've tried. I've tried so
I
much.
don't think you got.
No.
Since I think Black Ops 2 is where it lost me a little bit.
Ugh.
But I still played Black
I
Ops
think you
2.
still bought.
I still played it. I played all
Didn't
of
you
them.
buy
So,
Ghost? I think you bought Ghost.
I don't think I bought
You bought it for
or
360, and then I tried
yeah,
convincing you to
I didn't make
upgrade for ten
yeah,
dollars,
I
but you
didn't make
didn't.
yeah, I didn't make the upgrade.
And then Advanced
I don't
Warfare we
blame you.
played at your house, but
And there's been a few I've red boxed because
Zombies.
the achievements are just campaign based and you can knock it out in a weekend. And
ain't doing
then
that in this one.
but yeah, but then the deal yeah, finally they made fucking multiplayer achievements,
Yeah,
right?
but also the zombie achievements. There's like probably 15 of them, maybe.
I
Yeah.
think it's like 15 or
I
16.
just
Yeah.
I like the feeling of
Let's
being
see.
able to hop on like a game like Call of Duty and just like me and Eli, we were up at like what, like 7 or 8 o'clock, and we played for like 3 hours straight, and it's just like
Yeah. Well, it's just a lot of different stuff you can play too. It's not just, fighting against AI, which is relatively
Well,
easy.
well, here's a question. Which one do you prefer, zombies or Slayer? Or not
public
Slayer,
match.
That's
That is
tough.
tough. I would.
because
I mean,
that's kind of my
zombies is really fun for a long time,
yeah,
but
but it's
you want
cooperative.
to switch it up. Yeah,
You
but I
both
mean,
have
you can
this,
also play that by yourself. You used to be able to play that online,
Yeah, but
and
he's saying
was
what's.
it
I
Ghost?
still like.
yeah. I'm saying, would you rather? Because the way I think the argument I'm making is, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm older now and I don't have as much time. But the thing is, like, I feel like when we play online games, and mostly it might be just because they're shooters. Uh, when we play, it's almost like we're playing baseball, right? And I played baseball for many, many
I
years,
like baseball.
and
Yeah,
it's like
I-
baseball because basically, technically, we're a team,
Yeah.
right? On paper, we're a team. We travel on the same bus, aka Xbox Live, in the same
All right,
matchmaking
I'm with
lobby.
you.
But we all go up to the plate individually. We're all doing our own things, and collectively, we have a team objective. Now, that's the part I have kind of an issue with. It's like, so he can go off and do whatever the fuck he wants. I can go over and do whatever the fuck I want. I can suck. He can pick up the weight. That part's interesting, but at the same time, it's basically like we're in the same domain, but we're all doing individual. It's just us versus them.
I feel like
Like,
that's only relevant for like
Well,
multiplayer,
that's what he's
like
talking
online,
about.
like public matches.
which
Yeah,
is what
that's
we're
what
talking about.
Right,
So,
but
so
I
you're
mean,
so you're
but
bringing
if
in
you're
game
talking about
bat.
competitive and multiplayer Xbox, you can talk about game battles and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
okay.
and then it turns into a whole different
That's
thing.
true.
Yeah, which we can bring into that, and I think we kind of mentioned that
Right.
at the end of the Halo one where we were saying like Battlefront is 20v20, and there's no way you're ever gonna have 20 people on the same page, and that's what's kind of frustrating about it.
Well,
Going,
so you can go. Sorry,
go ahead.
I thought you were gonna stop.
I'm kind of in the middle of a train
Well,
of
I
thought,
was
so
gonna say
go
that like I just like the feeling that when Call of Duty comes out, there's almost a guarantee that I can go on, I can find like Eli's usually always home to play. Like we don't have to set it up, and you also don't have to kick people. There's not many four-player like co-op games that you like. Gears of War,
yeah, which seems like a problem to me. But go ahead, keep
like
going.
Halo, I guess has four-player co-op, but that begins and ends. You have 15 missions, and then there's nothing really else after that. I guess there's four-player co-op now for Call of Duty, which we haven't tried yet. But
Okay, well, say it's a horde mode versus a like zombies
oh,
versus multiplayer. Now, the way I see it is you're saying you go on and Eli's on. Okay, so that's great. So Eli's your friend and you want to play with your
yep,
friend, right? You're also kind of a dick to Eli, and
never.
vice versa. So there's also a little bit of a competition between you two. So
Yes,
is that the aspect that appeals to you guys? Like when you join in, what brings you to the competitive aspect? That you had a bad day at work and you want to kill a bunch of people in the virtual realm? So is it really you guys versus them, or is it because you want to say that you did better than your friend against other people, as opposed to like, oh, we fought the same artificial
I
intelligence and
think it's
like
just
we had a collective like
I think it's
objective.
just the fun of knowing like obviously
You're better than someone.
I like obviously me, Eli, and
So it's a competition even
Where
within your
well,
team.
it's
we have a
different. Like you're
competition. Yeah, you can
competitive.
go.
You're competitive with your like me, Steve, and the other Justin are super competitive when we play pubs together, or even when we play zombies together. If you get down first, and you're not gonna hear the end of it for the rest of the night.
I'm just saying it was
You get
round
down around
five.
five.
That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
That's where the best players get down
That's
though.
true. I forgot.
No, but it's like, but if you play pubs though, you just like when I play pubs, I don't really care for how well I do. Like I'll try and get headshots or like complete some camo challenges, or if I'm playing with Steve and Justin, then we'll all like compete to see who can get the most kills or the best KD. But I don't know if I like just go on there to like prove myself. I just go on there to
I
play.
don't think I don't want to do. Obviously, I want to win, but it's not. I don't care if I'm doing better than anybody on the other team, but if I'm playing with Eli or Justin, I'm talking shit the whole time. I'm doing better than them, and
Yeah.
So you guys are taking this in a completely
no,
different.
I get what you're saying.
I was making an argument between like working collectively as a team versus
Oh no, we work
collectively fighting
collectively.
an
If
enemy,
we
and
work
you guys are
collectively
like,
as a
fuck the
team,
enemy. I want to compete with my own fucking team.
Well, because there's not
So
much you can
this
do
like,
to like if we use Call of Duty for example, there's nothing you can do in a team deathmatch game to make it so you can really do better than the other team, other than just not to die. Like I can't control how many times Eli dies or anybody else. So
but
right?
honestly, if you guys collected up in a group and like in Rainbow Six
Uh,
Siege,
well, that's
if six of you go into the door at the same time, either you're all gonna die together or you're gonna like rape shit. Like me and Eli were playing fucking Rainbow Six Siege, the beta, and like he had a shield and I was behind him,
yep.
and
right.
like
Oh yeah,
so
that was
you were
a lot of
protecting me. You had your own like you could have went off and did your own thing, and you probably would have got flanked in the back or something. But the fact that I was behind you, I got cover from you, and I had a better weapon than you in the back, and like we cleared. How many rooms did we clear? We had like no problems
uh,
other than the times you stood on mines
I
blindly.
think it depends on the
Like,
game as well, though.
and like I
depends on the
like
game
that.
type too, though. Depends on the game type. Because if we're playing team deathmatch or like domination or something like that, like I don't really care as much about the objective. Especially team deathmatch, you just go for kills. But when we play search and destroy, and we play search and destroy on game battles, we work as a team completely. Like you get left side, I get right side. You go middle, you hit the bus, like all that other
Yep.
stuff. That's like the real only time we play as a team is really during those objective type games.
And at the end of every round, you blame whoever did the
And
worst.
it's easy to
Yeah, well, it's usually
it's
me.
easy to just like chill out and play like a public game with your friends. Like I'd say it's more entertaining than playing just like a story that you've already beaten before or something like that. Like I know every Call of Duty map match is typically like exactly the same thing over and over again, but there's still enough differences that each game is different, even though
Well, it's because they're player operated. The AI is so easy.
I,
You get shot at, you duck behind something, you wait till they reload, boom, you
see,
jump out, you
that's
do something.
I guess that's
It's
true, but then there's some like legendary in Halo 1. I'm not saying that's an easy go about in any way whatsoever, but that's also not enjoyable and I don't want to.
Okay, this is also like going off of the topic. A campaign versus a competitive multiplayer is different than a cooperative
Oh, so you
versus.
mean like terrorist hunt and zombies
So
versus public games?
yeah, so like I'm just saying, when I come home after a day of work and my friends are on, do I want to have a unified front with them, or do I want to be in the same lobby as them but barely playing with each other? Because honestly, usually when we play COD pubs or we play Halo pubs, we're all complaining about why that kid just killed us, and like half the time we're fucking angry at the person, at ourselves, at how long it took to reload the gun, Eli.
Hey, don't forget about the grenades rolling. That's just makes no
Yeah.
sense.
no, dude, they're like little fucking bouncy balls, man. I'm telling you, it's
Well,
unbelievable.
how does that guy get there that fast on we were playing boxes? Like, how does the guy get there that fast? And that's the reason I died. It's just like half the time I'm fucking pissed at it, and I don't want to be pissed. I'm pissed at work. I don't want to be
I
pissed when I come home
I'd
from
like
the
to make an
game.
argument that
And
you'll get pissed in
I
co-op.
agree that no, no, yeah, touche. But I don't know that it's more therapeutic to almost play a like a cooperative thing. And I agree with what you guys are saying is that in the competitive realm you're more on equal ground. Like it's not you're fighting AI and it's a joke. Like I don't want it to be a joke necessarily, but I also don't want to be angry at the game I'm playing. I
I
don't
do
know.
like getting the satisfaction that I am better than somebody. Like, I don't care if I do
Yeah,
better,
and I think
but I
that's
love
we're
dropping
all
like lightning
competitive too.
strikes and like care packages, UAVs, just killing, killing, killing.
Yeah, so we're all competitive natures, and we all have competitive natures, which is fine. But at the same time, like, do I want to come home and get teabagged by a random kid because he has
I
that
see that.
option?
I think that also
I
fact.
don't. I don't need that. I get
I
teabagged
think
at
that's also
work
depending on your
Yeah, I was
mood
gonna say
too.
by
that depends on
fucking.
how like you're usually angry when you come home from work. Let's be fair.
I'm happy as
Not
fuck
you. I
when
was
I
talking about
work.
Justin. Justin's usually
Oh, I know.
upset.
No, I'm always happy though. I'm done. Boom. Let's go play some video games or go do something else.
It's if you get upset when you're
Talk
always
to
dying, then I
Justin.
can understand not wanting to. Because there is a lot of bullshit usually in online games, especially if we're playing like Gears of War. Because that's just total bullshit 99% of the
Or you
time.
playing Call of Duty.
I don't think Call of, I think Call of Duty is more Advanced Warfare. I'll give you that was total bullshit.
Yeah, that
I
was
had fun with that
ridiculous.
game, but I feel like with Black Ops 3, they're back to like there's a little extra jump, but I feel like it's back to the basics of COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, or like Black Ops 1.
I agree. They did bring it back a lot.
Like there's not as
Like even the guns aren't as
we've only
like
played it for a day though,
ridiculous.
so I guess we shouldn't jump to conclusions too bad. But Call of Duty also
Yeah.
has solid.
Yeah, but you can tell though with Call of Duties. It's so easy
I
to tell once
I
you played if you
disagree.
played every single Call of Duty every year,
I disagree.
you couldn't tell
I
Advanced Warfare was
I
completely
played
different than
Ghost
every
and
other
I
Call
was
of
like,
Duty.
this game's pretty good, and I regret
Well, that always starts
that.
off.
But
We
that's what I'm
always say
saying.
it's a
That's at
good
the point we're at. We only played it for a day.
well, that's because no one knows the most broken gun or the most broken
But
perks.
I,
All right. This is clearly
no, I
another
agree.
Like
topic.
I was
it's
gonna.
like when awareness first came
No,
out.
I agree. But like,
No one used it. We all thought it sucked, and then Game Battles comes out, and
but
awareness is the best
but say
perk.
we're playing like when we're playing like co-op zombies, we are working towards one goal, I guess. But if we like, you don't like zombies, Justin. For
I don't like zombies because of the start of it, but right now, if I came home, I'd rather play zombies with you guys as opposed to playing pubs with other
I
people.
guess
Well, like you guys and other
we don't
people.
really. I mean, I guess if you look at it, would you consider game battles co-op or pubs? I guess it would be more co-op
I'd say that's more co-op.
because that's usually what we do. We play pubs in between matches, and then we play game battles. And then when we're not playing pubs, we're usually playing zombies, which I guess we haven't started game battles yet. But you're right that it's more. I guess appealing is probably not the right word. It's more gratifying to like succeed at something together rather than just getting angry by yourself or succeeding by yourself or like
or even be, or even being pissed, like even with your friends
that's
there.
true. No, because I get what you're saying that way, but also just like the general like just hopping on a game of Call of Duty, like because you did like Call of Duty at some point. Why did you like playing COD 4 online?
Because the P90 was ridiculous.
It was,
Hey, they have the Weevil.
Plus, it was simplistic, and
Same thing.
I didn't get wrecked by every fucking helicarrier that came in.
that's true. They did,
Oh,
There were only three stupid things that
but you
could
liked
kill me.
Black Ops 1
Like,
too. That had a lot of not as much as like Advanced Warfare or anything, but like what turned you away from wanting to play online? Is it just all the over complicated things that they threw into the game, like extra kill streaks, stuff like that, or is it just
so we're just talking about Call of Duty.
no, like even
Or
Halo
just
or
jump.
something? Because I asked you to play Warzone with us the other night.
Okay, I could go a bunch of different ways with this. Let's just say the professional scene, they have this whole thing where they're saying like guys kind of hit their peak video game wise on the professional level at like 21, and at some point they get like weeded out. So like I'm 20, almost 27.
Yeah,
Like maybe my fingers aren't as fast as they used to be, so that means I die more to younger kids that are like super racist on fucking Xbox Live or something, you know? So maybe it's I'm not succeeding as well. Maybe it's because I'm older and I don't have as much time. Maybe it's the achievements
I'd say it's a
are so
big
they're so
achievement.
time consuming based that by the time I hit seriously in Gears, I'm like, thank God it's over. Never
But do you like
again.
the feeling of?
And that's not what
Do
I
you like the
want.
feeling that you can hop on Call of Duty and there's no achievements for you to get? You're just. I also think it's the way you play Call of Duty. You're probably gonna say I'm talking shit, but you just run out there 95% of the time.
Yeah, I'm an aggressive guy that
Yeah,
dies a lot.
so you
So
can-
yeah, I might be
You got to
fucking
factor that in
digging.
even just a little bit to like how the game. Like I know that's how.
Well, that's also how Call of Duty's designed. It's designed to be
That's
a
true.
fucking hyper kill, hyper
But like
dead.
even I asked you to play Warzone with us the other night. And you might have had a bad day or whatever, but you didn't really want to play with us because you were either watching TV or weren't in the mood to play it. And it
Yeah,
was like,
and, I mean that was just a
Yeah, I
day thing.
understand
But
that.
honestly, right now in Halo 5, I'd rather play Warzone with you guys as opposed to playing a breakthrough.
what about Team Arena though? Would you
No,
rather play with
no,
4 people or that big
no.
whole?
Master Chief Collection, I could not. Team Slayer was my least favorite thing.
Call it.
I like
See, I,
SWAT.
I
I
like
like
that
SWAT
little
because it's more
competitiveness.
responsive. I don't like the fucking. I don't like getting naded all the time and all that stuff. And I'm sounding petty and not even like fighting my own argument, but I don't know. Maybe it's
Well,
conditional.
you're
I
also
don't
in
know,
like a
but
losing battle going against two people that are going to fight for Call of Duty public matches.
and that's fine. You guys can fight for it. I just want to know why.
It's hard
Like
to explain, I
you
think.
you said way in the beginning of the podcast or of this topic, you were like, "There's not many four-player co-op games out there," and that's really the issue. Why isn't there?
Because that's
Why is why is it that Tomb Raider needs a multiplayer element as opposed to a good story and maybe a two-player co-op thing?
I don't.
Why is it?
Even if it's just a 2 player though, that you can't play that for hours and
Yeah,
it's like satisfying.
so you're arguing replayability.
Yeah, but I mean that just could be me though. Like I like playing shooters. Like I do like playing stories and stuff, but once I beat it, I'm done with it. Like I don't care to go back and find everything and all that
I
stuff.
I
Like
agree.
what if Borderlands 2 was episodic and they had episodic DLCs that they added on every time?
Like Tales from the
What if they did
Borderlands,
something like
just
that?
like an actual Borderlands
No,
game.
not Tales. No, like
Yeah, but
actual
I mean like
Borderlands.
how they
Because
release it.
that's a four-player co-op. What if they
Right,
just kept
yeah.
making
But
content for
once you
that? I mean, again, you would probably make the argument that you would do it and then not go back to it, which sure.
Well, I might get like the DLC and stuff if it's added on. It's more stuff to do, but I couldn't see myself playing that game every day for a couple
Call of
months.
Duty's worth your money too, and Halo, I guess, but more so Call of Duty. Like you might not want to buy it, but you would know if you liked. Like we love playing it, so when we buy it, we get a whole year out of it. So it's just
Yeah,
that's
like
really
mine
not
always
what your
lasts me
argument is
until the
either,
new one
though,
comes out or
because
something
you just want to
else.
know why we play it.
No, I mean that's one of the reasons why we play multiplayer games more than like why we play these like big multi-person maps and stuff instead of playing like co-op type stuff like with just a couple of us. I mean, it comes down to the whole how much playability you can get out of it, how much
I
satisfaction it is of me doing better than Lane in a
I
match, which is fucking
yeah, all right.
great.
I think that with you, Justin, I think you're gonna. I'm just gonna say it. I think
It's all on your
I
play
think it
style.
has to do with achievements. As you might say, I'm wrong, but I think like because nowadays I see that you want to. It's not even like I'm making this up. You want to get games done before you move on to the next game. You don't really want to play the same game over and over again. I would say, generally. I don't know how you feel about that.
That's definitely another topic, but I can go on it briefly. I don't know. Yeah, I will say I'm an achievement whore, and yes, I would rather work towards an achievement, but I'd also I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like once I get Gears seriously, by that point, I've gone through so much fucking torment in that game that I'm like, all right, now I can take a break, and then I eventually just don't go back. I think what I'm trying to it's so hard with what I'm trying to argue because like I've tried to say co-op versus competitive, which co-op right now I'm thinking is coming down the realm of like a cooperative campaign or a cooperative thing versus AIs, which that's going to lose out to the competitive nature of
People.
any other like any Call of Duty, any Halo. And that's kind of maybe I need to think of it more like a Warzone thing where like so then I'm thinking like Warzone. So that's a competitive.
So big team versus little team.
It's two teams. You can go after the hunters in the thing.
So
You
do you
can
mean
have a team, or like
you mean
say
like
like
big
say like
maps with like multiple things to do on that map, or just
yeah,
like
maybe,
like a
but
Slayer type thing?
that's still in the competitive realm. It's so weird. It's so weird because I want to fight I want to fight humans. I'd say I want to
Well, I mean,
have
you could bring it back to like the whole zombies, like when they had the multiplayer zombies where you could do 2 teams versus each other, or you could just do
I don't.
regular
Did you play
zombies.
that
I
way?
yeah.
guess that's what
That's
you're
what I'm
trying
talking
to make.
about. That's what I'm saying. Like, do I want to play Team Slayer versus do I want to play a capture the flag? Because if we had like a four-person team playing capture the flag, we could actually have a good strategy, and it would feel good. I would feel camaraderie. I would feel this thing, as opposed to like we're playing Warzone and Lane just burned a ghost card and I'm on foot and like he drives off and then that's the last I see of Lane until he respawns. And like there's a little bit of a disconnect in there, and
I can
like
see that.
that's not what I want. Like I'm not saying I want competitive gaming to
No,
die at all by
you
any
better not,
stretch of
because
the
you'll get
imagination.
flamed so hard.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I just want developers to be able to have, like, we just talked about mainstream games and like and movies and stuff, but like I want to be able to developers and publishers to see this opportunity to make more competitive, or not competitive, more cooperative experiences that have replayability so that we get more stuff. We get more co-op fucking like campaigns or episodic things or more Warzone game types or stuff like that, as opposed to being like, oh, next Call of Duty came out. There's a capture the flag. There's a domination. There's a team
Yeah, but did you
deathmatch.
like Titanfall? Because
Here you
Titanfall
go.
was basically Warzone,
I did. I did like
but it
Titanfall.
didn't hold up.
No, no, it didn't. But that was all multiplayer based. Um,
I guess.
yeah, it's just like I don't know. Maybe I just want to feel like I'm part of a team more than, and I
So
don't feel
you
like
so
I
you don't
get
like
that.
the kill based like game types?
I don't know. This
No,
this topic got way
it
away from
went
me.
it went off the rails because
Because I didn't really have a. Maybe I need to start making fucking theses.
no, 'cause when
Design.
you brought up the topic and you said co-op versus competitive, I was thinking co-op campaign compared to
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, do we need more war zones?
probably.
Because you guys are right. I don't want to fighting AI all the time is not going to be fun. So it needs to be somehow player versus player. But it also can't like it. I don't want that baseball feeling. I don't want to. I don't want to be like, okay, Lane's up at bat over in fucking East Fuckistan, and I'm here fighting a hunter. Like I've made that
So
complaint
you
about
want
you.
a cooperative multiplayer type game, like say Search and Destroy or
Well,
Capture
he
the
liked
Flag,
playing game
instead
battles.
of
Like we
like
used to play game battles before we played with Eli and the other Justin. We played.
Yeah, and it was the three of us, and then I mean, we
We
we just
sucked.
like camped. And we are in our own quad. Yeah, but it was fun as hell,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
but
And
we still
I
yeah,
do
because you're
felt
that.
doing stuff
But during
together
the meantime, you
instead of
still
just
have
like randomly
to
running around.
like, what are you going to do in between games? I guess you could be on the computer, you could be something else, or you can just hop in the game, like learn the guns, get some kill streaks, blow the shit out of people. That sounds bad. Blow the shit,
Uh, Gay?
blow, blow shit up.
That's how you and
Shut up.
Jarvis are
We don't
best
need those kind of
friends.
jokes. It really just depends. I don't
I don't
know.
like say I went over to Zach's house right now, and there's not many gaming
You don't
options over
say.
there, right? So would I rather sit down and play a split screen? Oh, I guess Halo 5 doesn't have a split screen, but would I want to sit down and play split screen and just be like shoot the shit with them and play stuff like that, or would I want to be like here since we can't do two people in the same lobby on the same console, you play a game, I play a
But
game.
haven't you watched people
Uh,
play like stories by themselves and you didn't? You still swapped off?
yeah, I've
Like, I
done that
mean,
before,
we don't really swap off when we do
but
let's
that's
plays and
because
stuff, but it's still relatively the same thing.
yeah, I really don't know what my argument is
No,
on that.
I get what you're
I just
saying,
want
but it's hard to explain what you're trying to say because
I I guess maybe the argument is this is like right now Titanfall came out with no campaign, no cooperative thing. It was just straight ass multiplayer,
yep.
right? And yeah, there were team objective like game types. Great. But then would I want a Borderlands where there's four teammates playing at the same time? And like I guess maybe Battleborn would be a better. I don't know.
Battleborn's like isn't that like League of Legends?
That's what I'm saying. Is like Titanfall came out when it was all multiplayer, and the publisher and the developers were like, "That's fine. People love multiplayer," as opposed to being like, "Maybe we should try to make a Warzone game or I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore.
No,
I feel like my argument's there. I'm just not finding it. It's like
you
I
don't want
don't
the
want games.
mindless like pick up a controller, just jump into a game, don't give a fuck what
I just
happens, game's over.
no.
I think that's what you're trying to say.
Like I think what I'm trying to say is if down the line in 5 years down the line every game comes out like what happens the day where Call of Duty is like we don't need zombies or campaign?
Oh, you mean like the
Are you guys
360
gonna be happy
version?
with
If they
that?
say they don't need zombies anymore, I'm done. I'm throwing away my Xbox.
Okay, so you're kind of vying for as competitive as you guys are fighting right now. You still want a cooperative aspect to it, right?
Zombies is fun, but zombies
Well, I
gets
just have
to
a
an end
personal
point.
thing for zombies. Yeah,
It's the same as like a.
I just like
It's like the
playing
same as a
zombies.
campaign. You get to a point where you're like, I know what's gonna go on like the whole time.
Yeah, but that's a
And then it
replay
gets boring.
that's a replayability.
So I guess that's what I would say
issue.
about like public matches. It's as
Yeah. So is there like so are developers and publishers just going to be like, let's ship out another Titanfall that's just all multiplayer. Let's just have a Call of Duty that's all multiplayer. We have the stats that say only 4% finish the campaign, or like we only have 20% that are playing zombies or whatever the fuck it is. But everyone just goes out and plays multiplayer for hours and hours and prestige all the time. Do we just keep shuttling out just the multiplayer aspect,
I
or
think the 360 version of Black Ops 3 is a good test for that because it doesn't have campaign, just has zombies and multiplayer. I think that's because they said the co-op or the campaign would have taken a long time to. What's the,
yeah, campaign the making the campaign is definitely a costly thing and most people don't play it, and I understand that. And I'm not it's not even a campaign argument. I
no, I
don't know.
know.
It's just I don't want the sole I don't want publishers and developers to become so comfortable with making their money that they forego taking the chances or just weeding out cooperative experiences just so that they can have the multiplayer fan base.
Isn't that
The
still
competitive
just on the? It's on based on the type of game though too.
Well,
yeah,
Because I mean, that's Call of Duty's huge for its multiplayer, not for its campaign. Like when I get
yeah,
Halo, I play the campaign. I play the campaign like, till I beat it before I really play the multiplayer. But with Call of Duty, I'd rather just play the multiplayer. I think it's based on your preference on what you like playing and all that stuff.
I think I think it's
yes.
like preference of what you like to do, what your fucking attitude is towards it. Because like you get more.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little case by case basis, depending on like what game you're talking about, what type of who the gamer is that you're talking about.
Because I feel like you take
I
a
just
lot of your
I just
deaths
have
fucking
well,
like they're stabbing you in the fucking heart.
I take everyone personally, like they just fucking killed my firstborn.
It's so true.
Um, but I guess what I'm trying to say, like, let's just take Halo 5 for example. They don't allow for split screen co-op in the campaign, and they don't allow for probably split
Yeah.
screen same console multiplayer. That seems like an issue to me.
Well,
And it's not like I'm saying there can't be that type of game or whatever. And that I mean, there's certainly development and resources that
there's probably a lot of
they thought it was better to put it onto something else. Um, but shouldn't that option be
they
there?
probably put a lot of research into it, like with how many people actually play split screen stuff like that. I'm sure there's a way for them to figure that out.
Yeah, so that's the issue. So they did their research and they saw where the money was, and then they're like they cut the co-op. They
It
cut
might not just be the
they
money though. It might just be like it might cost them too much to do it, and if not enough people are doing it, it's a waste of money. It's a
yeah, well
waste of resources.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly
Well,
what you're saying.
Right. Well,
not,
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not saying that they shouldn't make their money, but I'm also saying like why isn't that an option? Why? Because some, like you're saying, some gamers want to play split screen. I know Zach and Shiner wanted to play split
They
screen,
were probably pissed.
and they can't. And I can't. But they were able to do it. What like last
Yep.
Halo?
No, it's true.
So what happened? Is the industry
I
moving
think it also has
towards
to do with
like we were saying it when Titanfall came out with no campaign? We're saying that stuff might be getting lost, and I don't want it to be. I understand it costs money, but maybe it needs to happen, or maybe there need to
it
be
probably has to do
more.
with technical stuff too, like
Like
graphics.
would you say Warzone is kind of it seems innovative. I think they've done it that type of mode
It's kind
before,
of like
but
a League of Legends game, which you're probably going to disagree, but there's a
there's
middle base.
PvP and there's raids or
Well,
something
no,
like
because I'm
that.
saying like you have to destroy the enemy cores, which is like League of Legends. Then there's like towers along the way, the spire, the armories. You have to take those over before you can get to the final thing. So all they really did was take a League of Legends or a StarCraft or a Dota or something. I don't think it's StarCraft. I think it's Dota, and they just put it into a Halo, like a Halo way of doing it without making it a complete ripoff of what I don't even know what those kind of games are called, but like League of Legends. It's not MMOs.
MMOs?
It's
No, it's not a bad.
I don't remember what the word is, and I'm not gonna remember either. I just it's just weird because I know what you're trying to say, but it's hard to argue because you
It depends on how
you were kind of saying
the argument got away from me, but it's not like it wouldn't have happened that way because there can be cooperative aspects to a competitive game type. So it's weird. There's layers upon layers, and I don't know exactly where I'm trying to argue it. I just don't want to see stuff like that get lost. I don't want in 5 years there to be every game doesn't have a split screen option, or Borderlands only goes to you can't have four people on the same console, or you're forced to have an Xbox Live connection just to be able to play Titanfall, or you
That's
know what I
true.
mean? Because if you didn't have Xbox Live, you wouldn't have been able to even debate
I would
purchasing
I would argue in
Titanfall,
that
right?
cause though, if you don't have Xbox Live and you have an Xbox, how serious are you about gaming? You're either not serious about it or you live in a part of the world where you can't get internet.
But that's Yeah, but that's me. Or like, what if you're like 12 and on allowance and your parents are assholes and going through a divorce, or your mom's a drinker, or your dad's a
Yeah, but
I
then
don't know, a
realistically, you're
drinker.
not gonna. That gets back to our other topic where you're gonna play a mainstream game that you know you're not gonna take much risks if you don't have like the money to get a game, or you don't your parents aren't gonna buy you a game or something like that. So it's not gonna come down to a point where you're not gonna look at Titanfall and be like, I want to play this rather than Call of Duty. That is just
But what if you did? What if you were a little kid and you saw some box art
you
of Titanfall and you're like, this
you
is
could. I
awesome.
agree.
There's no robots in fucking COD. There might be mechs or
I
something. I
agree,
don't
but
know.
that's also
I don't know
another
if that happened.
small
Small
group of
window.
people, like really, really small. I want to meet these people that looked at Titanfall and wanted to play it by the box art.
I find that minority.
If there's anybody out there that's like that, I want to know who you are because it doesn't exist, even though it probably did. All right,
I don't know.
I don't think it
But
exists.
there is an argument in there, and I think you guys value it. It's just like, I don't
it's
know.
we're also hardcore fucking Call of Duty fanboys, so
I'm a super fanboy, so
Yeah.
anything I say,
I
I
I
like what
always throw
Call of
your
Duty
opinion out
does,
the window,
except for
anyways.
Ghost and Advanced Warfare. Nice, nice.
I'm
I
just kidding you.
appreciate
I
it.
love you. All right. So,
Well,
do you have more? No, if you have
yeah.
more,
Well, I was just kind of thinking like we did that hunted hunter in GTA or
yep,
whatever.
the slasher.
I, yeah, trying to I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
That's kind
like
of the same thing. That's just
I want to feel some sort of camaraderie, I guess. Like you had the killer, and you guys. It almost was like you guys were all teamed up against the killer. I
but
don't know. I'm
then,
just
well, no,
going
that's
back.
kind of like the
But
zombie, not zombies, like zombies, but like the infected playlist. It's one versus eight, one versus whatever, and then they turn into zombies. But even that's just like a clusterfuck of people running around, complete and utter clusterfuck. All right.